Price story for the week. Let's see what we got for ES. So we calling a 2-2 continuation or 2-2 reversal. The way this candle closed above the broadening yearly broadening. Okay, so two things to know with this price action right now. We bumped into the quarterly. We know that from last week, right? So we was expecting it to come back, reject there. We were expecting that. Two times this price been over this broadening, and every time we have the two times that it has gotten above this, it has not closed above it. So this is the first week that we have closed above this broadening formation. And when I say that, I mean as in, let me go into price. So we have the, let me turn off my weekly broadenings. All right. Every time, look at this, no week, we failed here. This was CPI or something that came out, hit the top of the box and came back through. Every time, let me send this back. Every time we get here, we fell. So this is the first week we closed above this price story, okay? So we still in the same price story we've been chilling in for a month or two now. Now, this is when, let's go down to that daily. What I said is that we haven't closed above it. Every time we got in it, the second day we sold off. Every time we got here, second day we sold off. Let me see, go over here. We got above it, this, second day we sold off. This is the first time we held above it. So what I'm expecting is a retest of it for certain. I'm expecting a solid retest of the trigger. Why? From a trust strap perspective, we trigger, we retest, we continue. Or we trigger, we retest, and fell. That's what happens, okay? So we coming back down to that. So we could hit here. This week is so crucial to just kind of like be very patient because we made the move. So the next move ain't going to be like dramatic, but it's going to give you enough to make money, So if we looking at here and we looking at what I just said, we can come here, and I don't know why that turned red, and then continue, right? And then come down. That's a possibility too. Or we can come here and come here and go up. Okay? That's the continuation hold. That's what we want, right? Price story 4052. BF 4070. This is a PT, but I'll hold it there because of the it gives me kind of solid on my yearly. So 4075. This is the line in the sand. We already know we coming here. We already know the monthly trigger is getting tested. Do that hold for continuation up, right? Or do it fail and we come back and test this broadening, right? The broadening is nice to test and hold. We could hold that. We for sure continuing. Below 4075, you got your price story again. It's so many things that's coming into account. From a strat standpoint, we got the monthly trigger on a weekly. We know that we coming back to the monthly trigger. We know that's a fact, right? From a TA standpoint, we know that the broadening, we expanded through it. We have to test it. We test that, okay? That's fine. This is our bullish thesis coming up. Let's say we don't. If you're looking at the price story, we touched the top of the box. What's the next action for a top of the box touch? 50%. 618, 50%. Retest. At the very least, 618. Just from the story box. Okay? Just from the price story box. So that is not, we're not going to rule that out if we're looking at price story in itself to test this area. But however, before we could get to that area of the price story, we do have those other two technicals in line that we can watch. So what do? Watch for hold here. Watch for hold here. We do not hold here. then you know we're coming here. And it's that simple. We know, you know. And then that would be your last line in the sand before this comes to the bottom. Let's turn on my weekly. Fibs. All right. Weekly, we got that, which lines up with that. And if this breaks, then we have this that holds us back, hold us before we could come down. I'm sure the monthly is down here somewhere, the monthly retest. But right now, we don't want to think this far. Only thing we thinking about is this. What happens here? That's it. Do we continue? That's it. You get a solid reversal out of these areas, you good. I put that in detail here in the box. Every price target, what I'm expecting this week, I put it in detail. And if I'm looking at what has happened, what has occurred, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really think we hold these levels. I think that well, we do have power on Tuesday. That's unexpected, but I think we hold these levels and shoot up one more time. A pullback back, it would be nice. If I turn on my monthly fib, that's down there. That would be, I'm not even gonna lie, this would be nice for me. I'm not even fronting. That would be nice, but we're gonna stay focused on the picture. So if you're getting a pullback, don't go screaming for the hills. Oh my God, we bearish. So if we're looking at the weekly, you just play both sides. If it goes down, where is these broadenings? I want to turn those off really quick. Okay. If you're looking at the weekly, a 2 down would be have to be below the price story, and that would send us down. It's very possible that we go inside this week. It's very possible. Or shallow 2 up. It's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. So we'll see. You know your micro levels. The biggest thing to focus on is daily candle body closes. Right now, this daily candle closed below the yearly 50. So we know we coming down. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if it's a gap down. Or I wouldn't be surprised if we gap up and come down, to be honest. But the move is down. The move is down for sure. So your focus is the move is down and what happens when we get down there. What happens? Same thing like last week when I told you. Line in the sand, what happens when we get there? That's all you got to focus on. What happens when we get there? Okay, let's look at NQ. NQ major level is the 6 month fibs. We shot through them. We've been holding above the 618 on NQ. Now, our weekly, same scenario as we enter the new price story, right? We hit the top of it. Same scenario as ES. It looks the same. The only thing is NQ is fairly simpler, right? So last week we expanded through our monthly broadening and closed above it. However, we gapped down and for the week closed below that broadening. That's the most important thing. We closed it below it. So we're not going up until we expand through that and get a solid close above it. So right now we're in a 2-1, 2 down. Your level to hold is 12,282. From a strat perspective, we could test the trigger, right? We triggered a 2 rev. It's not unnatural for it to test this. So these are your levels. This is the price story. It's NQ is so simple. And this is why I really like looking at it. Either we gonna stay close above here or we closing below. Which one? Because above this sends us up. Below this sends us down. It's that simple. Above here, send it up. Below it, sends us down. But we do have levels that we will have to watch, especially this 0.5 6 month. So these are the 2 things that I'm watching. If I turn on a monthly on this one, it's way down there. So that's not my focus. This is the focus. 6 month fib, in your price story box. What do we get? That's it. That's it. Below this level, I believe, we going down. Close. So your focus is to watch the candle body. So we know for certain that we come down here. What happens when we get here? What happens? In order for continuation up to start to move up, we got to sit above this and start going. So I also put price targets and everything for the week for NQ. fairly simple. Shouldn't be that hard to follow the price targets. And the most important part is to focus on the daily candle body closes. Is that simple? Because daily candle body closes below levels sends us down. Like daily, this candle closing below this, we going down. Simple as that. Good luck. Let's bring in some more attendees this week.